Thanks for being here on the Gill Lane Show YouTube channel. We have a big, important announcement to make. Our show, the full episodes, are going to be Patreon exclusive.
So on Tuesday, June 4th, that will be our last YouTube episode, and you freeloaders will have to join us over on Patreon.
The YouTube channel will still be up and running. It'll just be running clips of our beefed up, improved Patreon episodes.
So check us out for free at patreon.com/The Gill Lane Show. And here's what's coming up this week.
So like people are there with their kids and stuff. It's not like some dive bar. Like we're actually there with families. All of a sudden we see the panic come over the bartender's face.
Mo's got some news.
Flag football's back.
He would never lie about anything. Check this out.
No.
Check this video out.
No.
Hospice?
No.
Hospice? You talking about hospice?
Can you guys see me?
No.
I think your camera's fucked up.
Fuck. Hold on.
Unless you're in blackface. No.
I can. So wait, Mo, I can see you. I can see Bill. So neither of you can see me?
No, it's got the generic thing, yeah.
All right, hold on. Okay, wait. Does it work now?
Yes, a man!
Welcome back to the Gill Lane Show. My name is
Chris Kanya.
and with us as always we have
Bill Parker.
What's up?
and the very funny, electrifying
Chris Novelino.
Hey, guys.
Wow, man. Calm down. Okay, Mo? Can't handle this. Especially with The Rock on the show.
I was going to say, what do you want me to upstage The Rock?
Did you buy a Rock action figure?
I got it for my birthday. Thanks for saying happy birthday on the show to me, by the way, both of you. Yeah, somebody gave me a tension releaser rock, so I get to stretch it when I'm frustrated about something and release some of that bad energy. So,
How far does the penis go if you pull it?
Oh, I thought that was the penis. Oh, that's two arms.
it just fits perfectly on. For people just listening, if it's perfectly on the top of my monitor in front of the camera, where it looks like the rock is part of the show.
I think I prefer this.
The picture of this setup from the rear is my wallpaper on my phone already. And I'm not kidding. He texted it to me and I already had put it right on.
Hey, can you get out of the shot, Chris?
Sorry.
We're trying to look at the final boss, you know? Looks like he has Rikishi's ass on his face.
Oh man, this thing's a hit. I'm gonna bring it to the bar next time I go.
Oh yeah. That should do well at the bar.
Yeah, they probably have a podcast there too that would work on.
You guys ever walk into a bar and immediately feel like you made the wrong decision?
Maybe more often than I'd like to admit.
Well, the shittier
I've certainly
the bar,
walked out of a bar.
the shittier the bar, the happier I am. I don't know if you mean that. Like we talked about this on the show, dive bar. I want like someone with the posture of a fucking lowercase R sitting on a bar stool. I want a toothless bartender, and I want buy one drink get 30 free kind of place. I don't know if you're talking about that because I like those places, but why do you ask?
Well, I meant more like not necessarily walking into the bar and what you're expecting, but what you weren't expecting. So basically what I'm trying to say is, well, yesterday we went to the Knicks game and we get home and we're back in our town and we're like, hey, why don't we stop at this one bar before we go home? So we walk in. The second we walk through the door, this old guy just screams at my wife, holy shit, someone's in a Knicks shirt. You never see anybody in a Knicks shirt, right? And I'm like, okay. And I'm tired, like we went, it was an afternoon game. So we left early. We're in the city, just keep going there and back. It can kind of wipe you out. So I'm not really in the mood to especially because the game was tense. I mean, the Knicks won in overtime by 1 point, so you're already screaming, yelling.
For people who don't live down there, how long did it take from your front door to being in your seat where you for the game?
2 hours.
2 hours,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, because you could drive up to Secaucus and just catch a train there. It's a 13-minute train ride into Penn Station. For people who don't know, the garden's right upstairs. You don't go anywhere else. You just basically walk up the stairs.
I know for the Rochesterians watching and listening, like 2 hours is like you can go to Niagara Falls in 2 hours, you know, like or be in Canada in 2 hours.
I have a girlfriend up there.
You do? Is that a song that I don't know or something?
I think I've said this on the show before, and you didn't know that joke either. That was like an old joke when guys didn't have a girlfriend. They'd be like, "Oh, I got a girlfriend. She lives by Niagara Falls."
Niagara Falls.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I use the Brady Bunch George Glass joke when I go with something like that.
His
Yeah,
name's George Glass.
His name's George Glass. Yeah. All right, 2 hours to the Garden. You get there. The game's awesome. Come back another 2 hours. So this is your 10 hours in basically of your day.
Yeah, we've been gone for a while. So we, and it was a decision made at the last minute. It wasn't like we left the Garden. We're like, hey, let's stop at this bar on the way home. We decided as we were like a block from it. We're like, let's just go there. So we walk in, the old guy's screaming, and I'm like, I'm already tired. And he keeps going on and on about how we're wearing Knicks stuff. And I go, well, we were at the game, but this guy is so worried about what he's going to say next. He doesn't even hear me.
Yeah.
Doesn't. And then he's like, oh, so the Knicks are playing the Sixers next in the playoffs. I go, no, they're not. We don't know that yet, And I'm almost wondering if I should have just said, yeah, because this guy doesn't know that the play-in tournament exists now. And so we're sitting there, and he's going on and on and on, and I'm just like, I'm not in the mood to talk. I'm really not. I mean, half the time, I don't feel like I want to talk. We start the show, and I'm like, do I even want to talk to these two fucking guys? Not really. But I'm here, so I might as well. So we're sitting there, and it's just a weird vibe in there. Then all of a sudden, the music stops playing, and porn starts playing over the loudspeakers.
No way.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Porn
There's
is
just
there.
moaning and groaning.
It's a movie named The Dickerbockers.
I am no
New York
pervert.
dicks.
Porn? Now,
Yeah.
Over
So,
the PA the house system.
yes.
Now, there's something interesting here, because if you're the first guy to notice that it's porn, do you feel like if it's like a half a second, you're like, this is porn, like immediately?
Yeah.
No way.
Before anyone else noticed it was porn, I was already jerking off. So
I
that's
am
probably a
no
problem.
pervert.
And you have half the hearing of a normal person.
Exactly. I am tuned in.
There's like a
Wow.
dolphin. There's a dolphin drinking a beer next to him. Like, what is this guy doing? There's Saint Bernard. Probably a better example. I don't know what animal has good hearing.
Yeah.
I
I
guess.
guess dolphin, maybe not, but okay.
Yeah. Well, I know dolphins like to bang a lot. That's why I thought you were going.
Oh.
you
I
know.
kind of thought something
Shit.
sexual too. Yeah.
And now
Yeah,
you're
they
not
fuck
deaf.
everybody, dolphins. They're the whores of the animal kingdom.
No, you're not them.
So you notice
I'm in
it's,
high def.
you notice it's porn.
Right. So me and my wife both notice it's porn before anyone else. And the rest of the bar, like I said, is so self-involved and screaming at each other. No one else hears this. And by the way, we're on the outside patio bar. So like people are there with their kids and stuff. It's not like some dive bar. Like we're actually there with families.
God.
All of a sudden we see the panic come over the bartender's face because he's outside. He's nowhere near the sound system. So we still get another 30 seconds of sex going on over the loudspeakers. I'm cracking up.
Yeah.
My wife's cracking up. The waiters are cracking up. But the people there don't notice. For some reason, they have no clue that
Yeah.
there's loud, audible porn being played over the loudspeakers in this place.
It's amazing how absorbed you can get into what you're doing, right? Like they
Yeah.
must have been so absorbed in whatever conversation they were in. They don't hear moaning and like I could see if you didn't like if I said, "Oh, that was a good song," and you didn't remember what song just played because it's just white noise.
Background
You know,
noise,
it's nothing. But this I think this has to hit, and you go, "Wait a minute, sir. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, this is wildly interesting." But has anybody else noticed that? I think someone's getting DP'd on the fucking PA system.
You just don't want to notice too much. You don't want to be like, "This is MILF Hunter 47, isn't it?" I think like guess the song.
You're playing Name That Porn, like Name That Tune. You're like, I can name that porn in three moans.
Name that splooge.
It's like you're like the Shazam champion of porn. Wow. Or you're like, you could ascertain details of the porn from just the audio. So you're like, my God, she's awfully flexible. Like, there's no video, and you're like, trust me.
He doesn't even look like a realtor. It's like we're only listening to it. How do you?
Yeah,
the copy machine's fine.
That dryer looks brand new. Come on.
come on. You can get out of there. You're not even stuck.
So, did you ever figure out it just stopped and you never figured out what was going on? Because I have a theory,
Right?
a solid theory. So, there's a bar, and so I know of a bar where they play music from their phone on Bluetooth to a speaker. Right. And the funny thing is, I remember actually when I worked in restaurants and managed them, you're not supposed to use. Like, I remember I was working somewhere and iPods were around, smartphones were not around yet.
Right.
And so I took the audio jack iPhone, plugged it into the thing, and like had a guy who worked for some branch of whatever government or whatever. He wasn't there officially, but he's like, where do you get this music from? And I was behind the bar with the bartender or something. And anyway, long story short, I was playing it from the iPod. He's like, that's illegal because you're supposed to use like licensed radio, restaurant radio.
Ask Cat BMI. Yeah, it's called something.
Is that the name of the porn?
That
was the name of the porno.
It's a licensing thing where like because technically you're making money off of Motley Crue's song by offering that entertainment at your establishment, et cetera, et cetera. So it's
okay. That makes sense.
So they actually sell cheap. You pay like $12 a month, and they send you some weird CD that are DMX radio for restaurants and shit. Blah blah. So anyway,
imagine just all DMX at a
well,
Dunkin'
that was
Donuts.
the unit. It's just his shitty
DMX.
No, not the rapper. That was the name of the company.
What these bitches want from a latte.
I thought you meant that too.
Where my dogs at?
The hot dogs.
You think this is a fucking game?
I work in a library. So they play their phone, and I remember realizing it because I was like, that's not. Well, the guy answered a call. He took it behind the bar, to a separate room, and all you hear is, "I can't talk. I'm at work." This was on the speaker at the bar.
It's great. So what
he
are you
was
saying?
just Bluetoothing his phone.
No, I'm shooting the place up next week, not this week. I hate this job, but I can wait one more week. Yes, the fat girl's working in the salad bar again. Yes, she's here every Tuesday. You know how fat she is. She's got.
Yes, I caught my boss wearing panties, but I'm not telling anyone.
No, I
know you want me to extort him.
I spit in the pina coladas, not the daiquiris. Don't you ever listen to me?
I make the pina coladas penis coladas. I stick my dick in it to stir it. You know that.
I love your balls. Couple of you see me slowly slide a pina colada to the front of the bar to not drink anymore.
Like pass.
Yeah, thank you.
With the Dolphins, 3 pina coladas deep. There's 3 empty glasses. The Dolphins.
If you like penis colada.
I just pictured one of them being Dolphins being like, and then he falls off the bar stool. He's so drunk.
Chris, that's an outstanding dolphin impression.
Yeah, that was incredible.
You've been working on that?
Did you go out for Ace Ventura?
I've been told my high-pitched laugh sounds like a dolphin, like when I really let it go. So, actually,
really?
Yeah,
So you just played on it.
Yeah, just kind of leaned into it.
It's kind of also a little touchy your Jay-Z impression.
Mo, in a roundabout way, Mo, you were saying that maybe that guy who was on the patio was watching porn. Is that what you're alluding to?
I'm guessing he had it hooked to his phone, and somehow, with or without his knowledge, somehow his phone, because I'm going to guess it was open. Like the guy that does the bar I was talking about, they don't lock the phone again. They just leave it with the screen open. So somebody else could have hit something on his phone, maybe swiped the screen or something, and it accidentally switched over to the browser. I mean, something had to happen.
I'm thinking,
Brazzers, you said?
I'm thinking he went out for a smoke break and he's like, I'll check social media. And maybe, we've talked about the loopholes in Instagram. Right.
Perfect.
And yeah. Or, I mean, watching porn on your 5-minute smoke break is insane. Like, that guy has a real problem if that's the case.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, I agree.
Well, first, what if he just brought the browser up to look something up?
Yeah.
And it just happened to have his last thing open.
Bill's like, that's why I started smoking, so I could take breaks to watch porn.
Yeah.
Yeah. How am I going to get more porn in? I'm going to start smoking.
Speaking of being self-absorbed,
sponges.
Travis Kelce has not only won a couple Super Bowls, but achieved something else of great success. He got his college degree finally. Now I don't know the exact details, but I'm assuming he left college early to join the NFL. Right? We could assume that.
Right.
Yeah, probably.
So here in the offseason, he went back to. Does anybody know this by the logo? Can you see the
Cincinnati Bearcats?
Cincinnati. Okay. And he's on the stage during a graduation in a cap and gown and everything. And he's accepting a degree. Look how Travis Kelce accepts the degree from Cincinnati here.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
For the people just listening, if you're trying to picture what Travis Kelce might look like accepting a college degree, you're probably nailing it. He comes across the stage with Beastie Boys' Fight for Your Right playing with an open beer, chugs it, slams it on the stage, and then accepts his diploma there.
That's ridiculous.
Unbelievable.
Like, why are you trying to steal the spotlight from other people graduating as well? Right? Why do you get entrance music and get to slam beers and that's okay? I mean, if I did that, they would have probably kicked me out, right?
Weren't you not allowed to not allowed to walk the stage, Bill? Because of something like this or fear of something like this?
Well, yeah, our high school graduation, what happened was I was actually made to sit in the front row so they could get eyes on me. So I was sitting with all the honors kids, which is an odd sight.
Very.
So what happened was all the kids from Ford's spelled out Ford's on their graduation caps with like tape, right? Mm-hmm. And since they didn't walk around checking the honors kids who I was standing with, they didn't get mine. They did not want the kids having Ford's on their caps. So everyone else had theirs taken off except for me. I got away with it. So it's like, your shit backfired, brother. All right.
Yeah.
Because I got away with something you didn't want me to.
Now, was it a collective group of things that they wanted you to be in the front row and wanted to keep eyes on you? Or was it one incident where they're like, that's it, graduation, you're in the front row?
It was definitely a collective of things, but I did orchestrate a humongous food fight in the cafeteria that somebody ratted me out at some point. I mean, how'd they know I was the mastermind of this whole thing, right? So
they probably just said to everybody, you're the mastermind and you were the only one that cracked.
You were like, I'll take credit for that.
Yeah, you know what? You got me.
Well, they already knew.
You're like,
I knew one kid. Well, we carjacked a friend.
You took it as a compliment?
A friend of ours.
I appreciate you noticing my detail tip.
Yeah, you slay me. It's like, okay, I guess it was you.
Oh, shit. Guess it was.
Around the last months of school, I orchestrated a carjack on a friend of ours, and that got back to a teacher. Then I did the food fight. So I guess they just thought I was gonna. We also had the backyard wrestling that I was the head promoter of. I was pretty much the Vince McMahon of our backyard wrestling organization.
Which was promoted mostly in school for the just to be clear.
I made people cut promos in the hallways, so that might have been.
School's the best place to promote that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We'd be like, we're going to do an event tonight, and 7,000 people knew before we got it out of our locker.
It's great.
Word of mouth is, I mean,
it's really,
to this day, word of mouth is still the most valuable promotion. Obviously, there's a way to get more eyeballs, but the most intimate way is definitely word of mouth. So that makes sense. Cutting promos
sex
for backyard wrestling in school. There'd be like a trial. There'd be a Supreme Court trial if that happened nowadays.
I had
especially
people
if you saw our wrestling
jumped in the hallways at school to promote matches later on that week or whatever. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah,
Chris, you're ruining the show with your face.
Sorry,
we're having a good time with The Rock. Yeah, thank you.
And all of this violence we speak of is real violence, just for the record.
It's still real to
like,
me, damn it.
Getting jumped was a real fight.
It's still real to me, damn it. The best part of that clip is I forget which one of the guys it was. He was like, all right, calm down, buddy. You remember that?
Yeah, it was like an interview. The guy was like 8th row in the bleachers of like a gymnasium, right?
Yeah.
It's still real
Yeah,
to
it was
me.
one of the New Age Outlaws. Yeah, it was either the Road Dog or
the
Billy Gunn.
Billy Gunn, yeah.
All right, calm down. Yeah.
All right, calm down.
Makes it 10 times worse for that guy.
Yeah.
Speaking of football with Travis Kelce, hey, Mo's got some news.
That's right. Flag football's back.
Oh my God.
Yeah, a fan favorite here
Bill
on the
had
Gillian
no
Show.
idea. Flag football's back. I got a few of the same kids, few new kids.
All right.
Wait, yeah.
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, but
Please
I can't
do.
fucking wait. I'm so excited. Is the Turkish mouth back on the team?
Hang on, before I
So,
mean to
the
interrupt
Turkish-
you.
go ahead.
But can you recap for the people who might not have been listeners
Well, wait,
since
hang
the
on.
beginning?
I don't want to interrupt you, Chris.
Right.
I don't mean
I'm
to
sorry,
interrupt you, but I was wondering.
The Rock says this. Is the Turkish mouth on the team or not?
For the people who haven't been with us since the first episode, Mo, can you recap why we all love and yearn for your flag football stories?
You know what? Of course, great idea, Chris. Let's recap season 1.
Oh, the professional chimes in.
So I signed my son up for flag football. I've never played football. I've watched NFL, obviously, ad nauseam for many years. So sign him up for flag football. They're at last year. They're desperate for coaches. The guy comes up to me and he's like, did you ever think about coaching? And I said, I know absolutely nothing about coaching football. Never played, only watched my whole life, but I know absolutely nothing about, I played hockey. I don't know shit about, football. He goes, good. So you're in.
So we can pencil you right in for this. Is what you're
Throws
saying.
a whistle around my neck. I was in, I guess. I don't know. And I don't know. The way I am, I'm like, oh, okay. No more resistance.
Well, you don't like confrontation. So
And
Don't
thank
like
God.
confrontation like
Yeah.
that. No. And thank God, because so then I get a team. We get the team. I meet everybody. We got Tiny Tony. We got the Turkish mouth.
What?
Cookie.
What?
Cookie. Oh, fucking sweet Cookie. We got Cookie, Turkish mouth. The list goes on. One kid that I think he went to high school this year, either that or he got drafted by the NFL. I'm not sure. He had like every point for our team for the whole season. He was unbelievable. And so we go undefeated and we get legit rings. We win on the high school field. It was a whole spectacle.
Nice.
Undefeated.
We go undefeated. We win undefeated. Never taste the bitter, sour flavor of defeat once all season. Win the chip. get the rings, the trophy, the whole nine. It's a fucking amazing, right? So here we go. Now, flash forward. It's season 2. Started this
Wow.
week. I got Tiny Tony's back. There's a second coach on the team. And I had to so we got Tiny Tony. We got my son, obviously. We got this other kid. That's like the only 3 we had.
Mm-hmm.
I'm working on nicknames as we speak. I'll have nicknames.
please.
Give me a couple of games to get in. I'm going to have new nicknames.
When does it start?
It's Saturday. Game 1 was Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. This is dropped on me way too soon because I would have absolutely volunteered to be a coach if I knew this was coming up.
Yeah.
Just so we get 2 sets of eyes on this.
I mean, look, I could get you in.
Just show up with a whistle at any point of the season, and I think
Sure.
that qualifies you as a coach.
Quite frankly, if you just walk on the field, you can do whatever. You want to play? I mean, whatever you want.
What's your record then after the first game?
Oh, good question.
Unfortunately, we're 0-1.
Oh, no.
Loser!
We had the
Wow.
You really let these
So
kids
we-
down.
tasted defeat.
So hang on.
Yeah,
Is this
we were up
because you
huge
lost
too.
you lost Cookie and Turkish Mouth? Is that why you're 0-1? Is it the void is too big?
Is this a Belichick,
So
Tom Brady thing?
It's first of all, we lost first we lost the NFL kid. You might admit that could also affect the team.
Maybe.
But Turkish Mouth. So I'm finding Turkish Mouth and I'm getting he didn't sign up this year.
What the fuck is his problem?
I don't know, but I'm finding his address through the office. I'm
think-
trying to get the legality worked out of this.
Yeah, do you think
I'm
he's
going
like
to get him.
overseas fighting one of these many wars going on right now?
I mean, he might be.
He's running
I
an
want to remind you,
underground.
he like rode his bike to every.
He's running an underground casino in Brooklyn with like a visor and a cigarette. He's like,
More likely
more
than
likely.
the wars. Yes, much more likely than the
He's
wars.
like, the VIG is 10%.
the Vig.
Well, I was like,
That'd be a great nickname, Mo. By the way, find a kid to call the Vig.
okay.
Yeah.
Look, now I'm assigning that to one of them.
Let's make
I
sure
don't
he's
need
not
it to
black.
be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you're not Russian.
With a thick accent. Yeah, so I asked the lead, I said, where is the Turkish Mouth? And the lady and the guy, they were like, what now?
Who?
You mean Stevie?
Who? And I swear to God, my response was, he's got that dog in him. So now they're checking to see if I'm really a coach. They're like, can we get him out of the room somehow? I wish I was kidding about that last 4 sentences I spoke. They're like, who? The Turkish Mouth. And I'm like, he's got that dog in him. They're like,
oh, no problem. What's
did your
his real
Venmo
name?
clear?
What's his real name? You're like,
Yeah, I said, I don't know. It actually got to that point. They were like, do you know his last name? And I was like,
Yeah.
of course not.
Mouth. Do I have
By
to
the
say?
way, neither of those were his first name.
His last
That
name.
was how this went.
Where are Mr. and Mrs. Mouth? We need to find their son.
Yeah, that's right. Clearly, his last name's Mouth. If you're not going to take this seriously, I'm leaving. They're like, we've been trying to kick you out. Now you're threatening to leave? And I'm like, that's what's making this all so goddamn difficult. So I'm working on the Turkish Mouth hard. I'm trying to get it. He's got the dough. You give me 10 Turkish Mouths, I'll end the fucking conflict in Ukraine right now. You kidding me? This kid, I don't care what sport we're playing. I want 10 of him. I draft him. But I don't know. The problem is I don't know if he really even has a family. He always just rode his bike down to the field.
He might have been deported at this
Yeah.
point.
So now at least there's 2 more people who've heard the term he's got that dog in him. If nothing else at all comes of this.
Well, we want a week-to-week update.
But we were in the game, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting week to week up. We're 0-1. We had a huge fucking lead and then had a little bit. One of our players had a little bit of a mental breakdown second half. Didn't work out so well. Kind of an important position, but
I feel like his grandmother
and a little
died.
internal.
His grandmother died mid-game. No excuse. And he feels the same, but
No excuse, but I already told him he's benched next week.
You informed them. You informed him that free hot dogs after the game are not happening this year. What the fuck am I even here for?
Yeah. And I don't and what the fuck is a glizzy? I hope someone got that out there.
Before we wrap up and tell you what's coming up on Patreon, we have to do in memoriam, unfortunately. A legend has passed away since the last time we recorded a show. O.J. Simpson.
Oh, no. How did it happen?
Cancer. He had cancer and
Oh, yeah?
he withered away with the love of his family around him. And by the way, everybody who entered that room to be next to him had to sign an NDA. And that's a real fact.
Really?
Like
for real?
His children.
So they were.
Yeah, they all had to sign an NDA. Anybody in the room with him.
You know exactly why. They were worried about a deathbed confessional.
Yeah.
Are you calling O.J. Simpson a liar?
I'm calling him a murderer.
Are you saying? Are you saying he's a liar and would lie about something right to everybody, right to the world?
It's a hot
The
take.
juice?
Sure.
You know, the juice?
He would never lie about anything. Check this out.
No.
Check this video out.
No.
Hospice?
No.
Hospice? You talking about hospice? No, I'm not in any hospice. I don't know who put that out there, but whoever put that out there, I guess is like the Donald Sig. Can't trust the media. In any event, I'm hosting a ton of friends for the Super Bowl here in Las Vegas. All is well, you know? So, hey, guys, take care. Have a good Super Bowl weekend.
So that was just short 9 weeks ago when OJ was asked about his health status.
I'm like, whoa.
It's like he's never heard of it. Hospice?
That's AI. And I don't mean artificial intelligence.
No, it's Allen Iverson. You talking about hospice?
It's actually
Oh, sorry, I just doubled your joke up. My bad.
We're talking about hospice? Yeah, well, that's
My
all
bad,
right.
my bad. I was too excited.
We're not even talking about real death. We're talking about hospice. He thought Hospice was what Ice Spice is.
Yeah, he's like, can you send her back in?
He's like, I've been looking to date her. So
I like how he
I wonder
plugged
if his Heisman Trophy was with him.
I liked how he plugged his private Super Bowl party in this video. World Star Hip Hop.
I mean,
my
he was
party's
never
going to be
fam-
killer. Do you get it? Because I murdered my wife.
Hospice. Yeah,
wow, that's fucked up.
Isn't it fucked up? It was 9 weeks ago that was posted. So
damn.
Rest in peace, O.J. Simpson.
Okay, well,
The Bills are having a tough offseason here, huh?
Someone made the point that maybe OJ was the Bills' curse, and this is the year. With that, with OJ Simpson dying as the curse, sure. Tom Brady rooting for Josh Allen to be the next first-time Super Bowl winner. I think this is it. The 20.
They're like,
I'm sure it'll work.
All the police have released so far is that a man covered in mustard and ketchup was on the scene when he was killed.
How did OJ die? They put him through a flaming table?
They put him through a flaming Pinto. Isn't that a grill? Isn't that a grill for you people?
It's
or filing cabinet. I don't know.
It's Bronco OJ instead of Pinto Ron.
Oh God! How many times did you see that? That procession has to be white Broncos joke on the internet. I was like, man, this is when the internet needs to just take a step back. You know what I'm saying? Like, we get it.
People need to understand that the second you see this very basic joke, everyone's seen it already.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Don't send it to everybody you know. Everyone saw it.
Yeah.
We do have a Patreon. Patreon.com/The Gill Lane Show. It's our best stuff. Comes out on Thursdays, and you can try it for free. With a 7-day free trial, you just sign up with an account, and if you don't like it after the 7 days, you could, You can cancel and not spend $1. So patreon.com/the Gill Lane Show. How much do we have to tell you about our Patreon? We have to shove it down your throats by putting up a little graphic every week here on YouTube. I mean, man, what do we have to do to get you to sign up? But you can come over there and join us for an hour on Thursdays every single week.
Yeah, I ran into somebody at the bar, and I was talking about our Patreon, and I can
good.
I could tell you exactly on the Patreon how I was trying to get them to sign up.
Oh, creative marketing. I like this. And in person, like boots to the ground. This is very old school and effective. So I'll be looking for their email sign up soon. So that's a great job.
Yeah.
Team player, Bill. Good.
Oh, it should happen very soon.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And aggressive and borderline violent.
Wow, were you there?
That's your opinion.
I was there.
Oh, okay, good.
I was there. Yeah. I don't know. Hey, if anybody wants to know about it, they should probably go over to the Patreon.
You're not joking about the aggressive and borderline threatening.
Oh, no.
That's what he says. We'll see what he has to say about it, I guess.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you formulate your own opinion. I'll describe it.
An eyewitness to the marketing skills of the very delicate Bill Parker coming up on the Patreon with a lot more. So we'll see you over there. Anything else, Bill?
Yeah, 143, baby. Let's go over to Patreon and keep this train rolling.
Mo?
That's it, baby, right there.
Dwayne?
If you're some man,
What the cock is stroking.